Hey everybody, it's Rockua, and welcome back to Rockua Retrospective. This is the full review for Season 5, Episode 12 of The Walking Dead, titled Remember, and this is actually Part 3, and it's called You Can't Trust the Teasers. Alright, well, this is obviously the part where we look at the teasers for next episode, all the previews, and we tie up the loose ends from this episode in order for you to watch episode 13. Now, the first thing that I want to bring up is the common sense moment of this episode. And that is, at the very end of the episode, Rick and Carol and Daryl are sitting out on the porch and discussing whether or not the people of Alexandria are going to be weak, whether they're going to drag them down with them. And then they just, start to realize none of them can oppose them. And then Rick makes the statement, if they can't make it, then we'll just take the place. Was that a mistake? And the reason that I'm asking if that was a mistake is that when they were being pursued by Aaron and being observed, he had that listening device, and what makes you think they're not listening to you right now? So I think that having open discussions about your feelings about the place, that's cool. Discussing whether or not you want to stay or go, all that's cool, but man, you can't make an open statement like that and not think that you're going to be heard. Now, if that is the case, is Deanna listening? And if she is listening, will she see this as a threat, or will she use her political training to get the best out of the situation? Now keep in mind, I still believe that Deanna is trustworthy, and I think her most common sense course of action would be to keep Rick on as her protector until she figures out her next move. After all, she's supposed to be a poker player, so we will see how this works out. And there's just one more thing that I wanted to bring up here. The scene where Jesse knocks on the door after Rick has been taking a shower, and he answers the door and he's all shirtless and everything. That's all cool, but did Rick shave his chest? I mean, I can understand wanting to clean up, but shaving your chest? And the split's been about 50-50 between people who like Rick with the beard and people who don't like Rick, who like Rick without the beard. And obviously you want to ask the female population that. But my thing is that I can understand him trimming up the beard or something, but the one thing that I always thought about him with the beard is it made him look more savage, ruthless, and not to be messed with. But the clean-shaven Rick, he's a little bit more iffy, but Rick with a beard, you don't mess with Rick with a beard. Okay, there's two kinds of previews. We got the clips from the next episode. There were two of them. And then there is the teaser at the end of the show. And the end of the show talking about what's coming up for the next show. And you know for a fact that you can't trust the teasers. Now here's the first thing that happens in the teaser. Rick is all skeptical about things being so perfect. He and Carol are discussing some form of plan, and it transitions into talking about Daryl being a target of scrutiny. Number 2, Daryl's outside the walls, and he catches Aaron following him. We see them fleeing some walkers, and Aaron fires his gun. And most of the people that I watched in the reviewer community thought that he was shooting at Daryl, but I think he was just shooting at a walker because, once again, can't trust the teaser. Third part of the teaser, or actually it was second, but it's, the third part. Deanna has Sasha go out on a run, and the scene implies that she is exerting some kind of leverage over Sasha. And you'll see that if you watch one of the released clips from the next episode, it's actually from Sasha going out on that run. Olivia gets some more screen time, and Olivia asks Sasha for a leg off of a boar, and Sasha's almost offended by it. But when you see in this teaser, Sasha leaving after talking to Deanna, that's actually a shot of Sasha leaving from talking to Olivia. So those two parts have no connection with each other, and you can't trust the teaser. So we got another preview that shows Sasha going further down the psychological rabbit hole, and she is shooting up a bunch of pictures. And so that just says that Sasha is going to have problems. If we're looking at people that are possible candidates to not fit in, obviously we're talking about Sasha and we're talking about Daryl. So Daryl is going to be my big prediction. I don't know if this is going to be a prediction for episode 13, but I keep hearing everybody quoting Norman Reedus saying there's going to be a big tearjerker at the end of the season. I think it's very possible that Daryl is going to get exiled. And then season 6 is going to be two different stories. We're going to have Daryl on the outside and the Rick's group on the inside and so forth. But that's my prediction. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys on Sunday night for the reaction review. I'm Rockula, and this is Rockula Retrospective.